as well. Let's mute you for now so we can gauge how that's working before we go too far in terms of what we're doing. Refresh. Yes. 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 Ah. Okay. I'm going to bring you back in again. We have voice. Okay. I'm going to bring you back in again. So now we've got volume. Okay. That seems doable. Do we feel like the music could be a bit louder? That seems doable. Let's bring the music up a smidgen, shall we? Do we feel like the music could be a bit louder? Let's try 10. That seems doable. Let's bring the music up a smidgen, shall we? Oh yeah, much better. And everything's coming out nicely, yes? Oh yeah, right then. So, starting a new game. I'm just gonna go easy because I'm not, honestly all that. Not recommended for newcomers. Yeah, but come on. Alright. Okay, loading. A character can use quick items or switch between weapon sets during combat, but is otherwise unable to access inventory. Alright. Okay, don't I normally get a little edit button for these? Title? No? I used to be able to edit, there we go. Duh. Okay, Pillars of Eternity, yes. Pillars of Eternity. Perfect. Done.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
You will go no further tonight. Lovely. Done. I love the Baldur's Gate aesthetic. Alright. Okay, get to choose who I am. I think I'm going to be male. So the place of men in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures like Adir and the Drywood place them at the forefront of military, politics, and heavy labour. Among the tribes of Nasitog, maybe? Men perform many of the homesteading and organisational duties. In Glauffath and Ixamitil, men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies there are exceptions to the rule, and men can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. We're going to be man, because I am a man. So, humans resolve and might, okay? So, what's the deal with resolve? What is resolve? Wait. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, philosophy, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and its convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection of defenses. Okay. Might. Yes. We know might. So you're just might plus 2. Might, dexterity -1, constitution +1. Elf. I don't think I'm going to be an elf. Orlan. What the hell's an Orlan? Oh, okay. Gnomes, essentially. And then godlike, because apparently they decided to put in something which everyone wants to be. It's like a human, elf, dwarf, gnome, dragon. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to be classic human. Just because. Okay, done. Oh wait, next, I mean. Meadowfolk, the most common humans in Deerwood. What have you found, kitten? Okay, you found a moth. The Meadowfolk, or Thearton, have lived in that area for almost 2,000 years. Meadowfolk traditionally live at the edges of elven forests, working the open plains. Hence their name. Most humans in the Deerwood... She's definitely found a moth, my cat. One of my cats. My little cat, Taylor, has found a moth. And is now chasing it. Or either that, or she's getting high on the fumes of the paint stripper we have used on the dresser. Either one is as likely as the other. Most humans in the Deerwood are Thearton. Fighting spirit. Once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced by 50% endurance, folk temporarily gain bonus to accuracy and damage. That does sound quite good. Ocean folk. Well, racist. Ocean folk, Kalbandra, originated near the equator on the other side of the globe and are currently the most widespread human group in that region, but they have also migrated to the far reaches of the world. Ocean folk are the dominant culture in the Vailian republics and are also common in Deerwood. Fighting spirit, once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced by 50% endurance. So that's exactly the same. Are they all fighting spirit? They're all fighting spirit. So basically I'm just like, which one looks the best? I'm going to go with Meadowfolk. Because, yeah, that's what I've decided. Right. Okay. Do I want to be a fighter? Or do I want to be something a little more interesting? That is the question. Barbarian, who looks like they're wearing basically interesting. It looks very Arabian, that sort of clothing-ish style. Arabian mixed with, I don't know, Russian? Rushabian? Brutes, madmen and berserkers. Though city-dwelling people often use the term barbarian with a dose of disrespect, and these rural warriors are respected by their communities for their ferocity and fearsome presence on the battlefield. Barbarians have a special, almost religious role in some cultures, but many places the undisciplined, fearless style of the barbarian is simply how warriors conduct themselves. Carnage! When barbarians hit with melee attacks, they automatically make... wait a minute. Automatically make reduced... Wait. Really? That seems OP. Okay. Excuse me. When barbarians hit with melee attacks, they automatically make reduced damage attacks at all other enemies within a short distance of the target. So we also get athletics. Okay, yes. Have walls to climb, bridges to cross, and pits to leap over. Once by counter, use second wind ability to recover lost endurance. Higher athletics score effects increases the effect of second wind in conversations and scripted advantage. Athletics is used as physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. And then survival standard. Okay, what the hell's a chanter? Oh gosh, that is a big axe for a guy who chants. In every culture across Eora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. Their hallowed phrases stir in the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters are from organised groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world they are a time-honoured part of local folk traditions. So, continuously speak chants made of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects. Okay? Something just happens. Okay then. Invocations. Powerful magic effects that chanters can create after they have spoken are required. I think I need to go with something that would be considered... Oh, you got ciphers. What are you wearing? A recent discovery in the Eastern Breach ciphers one's called Brishelgwyn? Mind Hunters by the Glanfathans. Ciphers the ability to directly contact and manipulate other person's soul and psyche using an ally's or an enemy's presence essence as a focus for their magic. Wait, so what do? You can directly target elements and powerful soul-focused effects. Okay, so you get stealth, you get lore, and you get mechanics. I don't know. I feel like I might end up just going fighter just because I kind of need to learn. I'm thinking fighter or barbarian. So they always recover endurance. Fighters form the front line of disciplined armies across the Eastern Reach. Though they are the most commonly found in cultures with an organised martial structure, fighters can also be encountered as wandering mercenaries, bodyguards, and other types of sellswords. The common element that unifies fighters is their heavy focus on endurance and melee defense. Athletics, lore, survival. Endurance 42 to 14. 48 to 16, very high. And then we've got 5 health, accuracy 30, deflection 30. So average, high, very high, very high. Whereas you are very high, very high, average, low deflection. So you're less likely to dodge things, which I don't like the sound of. Whereas we've got very high, very high, high. Average, high, very high, very high. I do feel like they're one of the best. Ooh, paladin. Paladins are martial zealots, devoted to a god, a ruler, or even a way of life. They can be found in any culture where a fanatical group of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. Among those aligned to their worldview, paladins are viewed with respect and admiration, if a bit of fear. Many paladins hold leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies, but in the heat of battle their fanaticism often overrules the chain of command and common sense. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all their defences. Oh crap. They shift on the reputations, and paladins gain relative to the behaviours that are... Okay, so we get athletics plus 2, law plus 1, average, high, average, average. So they're not really good. Fighter, I feel like... Very low endurance. Yeah, you see, I'm going to go fighter. I know it seems cliche, but I think it will be a good way to get an idea of this game. I can always do it again with something else. Next. Knockdown. Shoves an enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone and causing additional damage. 2 per encounter. Affects prone for 5 seconds. That's a long time. Full attack. 5 to 8. Okay. Disciplined barrage. Fighter intensely focuses her training, simply raising accuracy. No, I'm definitely going knockdown. Oh, I get both of those. Never mind. Next. Hello, little one. You have to stay over there, though. You can't come over here, I'm afraid. No. No. You can stay there, but that's it. Right. Okay. Might. Kitten. I will put you on the floor. Have a drink. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. Oh wow, so that's quite important for everything. So they're suggesting might, constitution, and resolve. Might is only silver, constitution's gold. Highly recommended for fighters. Kitten. No. No. I know you love me, but you can't come and sit on me, alright? Come on. Thank you. She gets really clawy when she sat on me, and I just end up in a lot of pain. She's learning. She's only little. No, it is sometimes checked to withstand pain, endure physically taxing ordeal. In combat, it affects movement health and endurance. Holy crap, so we want that to be like 17 maybe? I'm thinking. I might even push it to 18. And then resolve. Resolve reflects the character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. Okay, so this is we've got, yeah. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration, so I also want that to be quite high. So I'm thinking it's 15, and then I also quite like the idea of being a little intelligent. So maybe we go 14? Maybe? 17, 15, 14. Yeah, we'll try that. Yeah, okay. Culture. The Adir Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. It is centered around the equator, excuse me, and has a tropical climate. Climate? Climate. I'm just going to make certain I'm still coming through. Excuse me. And has a tropical climate. Climate? Climate. I'm just going to make certain I'm still coming through. Cool, seem to be alright. Might even push that a smidgen more. Okay. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, Greatest Adir is at its heart and house the majority of its human and elven nations. Resolve +1. Deadfire Apollido. I don't even like the look of that. I'm not even going to read it. Okay. That was pretty cool. Compared to the Adir, which is all shieldy. Once the crown jewel of the southern seas, old Villalia, no. Ratwa. Oh, see, now we're back to the old Axie dude. Dominated by the Ormao. I think it'll Ormawa nation of Rautai. The Gulf itself is host to a number of nations, most of them, that one, Orlan and Dwarven. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the East. The Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who could take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. Okay, the living lands. Might +1, that's tempting. And the white that wins. I think we'll go with the living lands. The living lands is a mountainous region of a large northern island, renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. The living lands are home to an assortment of races in a variety of colonial and independent settlements. And we shall take that because it gives me might, which I assume would put me up to 16. Next. Background. Mercenary. Athletics and law. Colonist, survival. Law, survival. Athletics, mechanics. Law, mechanics. Stealth, mechanics. Stealth, survival. Athletics and law. Law and mechanics. Well, I'm going to go mercenary. Blade and battle is your way of life. You solve your problem by pulling out your weapon and applying force. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Well, that doesn't look like me at all. Let's find a picture I like the look of. Okay, these aren't going to work, are they? Kitten? No. Okay, human. Human? Human. Getting closer. Actually, I quite like the look of that one. Let's go here. Let's see if we can find one that actually kind of looks like that, shall we? Let's not go with Mohawk. Yeah, that looks kind of like it. Okay, we'll try that. Head. No. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, kinda. We'll go with that. Facial hair. Oh, gosh. No, we'll go with no facial hair. I think for now, that's probably about right. Yeah. Next.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Now I am the leader of the group.
Now I am the leader of the group.
Yeah! I'm here.
I'm here. You'll do. Ooh, missed it.
I shall lead us.
I shall lead nurse. Camp.
The better part of valor.
The better part of valor.
I'm here.
I like benevolent. They're tempting.
Watch and learn.
Watch
Stand
and learn.
together!
Stand together. Yes, you'll do. Name. So tempting to be like Gary. No. Should I just say Smooth Tube, or should I go with something a little more law-friendly? Now, if I were a fighter, I'd have a sharp, bluntish name. Sharp, blunt? No, I'm thinking more like a short and woody name, to quote Monty Python. What would make a short hoodie name? No, if I come from the Living Lands, so I come from like, let's think like Riders of Rohan kind of area, so like Aemir, kind of that kind of like, but then Barbarian, I kind of want like, I'm a fighter, so Aragon, that kind of, you know, that's not really a fighter's name really, is it? But that kind of thing. I'm just no, kitten, no. What are you planning? No. You do not play with the cables. No. Let's just... I'm kind of going... Smoth? Smooth? Smooth? Smoromir? Smoromir? No, that sounds awful. What would be a good, like, medieval... Let's see if I can't find something, shall we? Good role-playing fighter's name, yeah? Fantasy name generator. Human generic short. Yeah? Generate names. Tomza. Brilliant. Man. Ferric. Ooh, I like that one. That's good. Ferric it is. Beautiful. We are now named Ferric. Yes? I think that's fair enough. I've just realised I haven't got the Restream chat up, so I can't see YouTube. So if you have been messaging, then I apologise. That's all of my... That's my bad. 1 second. I shall fix that if anyone has been messaging. You may not have been, which is also fine. I don't mind. Yes. Try it now. Oh, no, I'm good. Combat mode? What does that do? Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah? Okay. Back to chat. Good. Lovely. Okay, so that can stay right there. Can I bring you closer? I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's not too bad. Okay, so Ferric. We're going with Ferric. Good, done. Right. And... done. Journey to the Gilded Vale. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red moustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
The sacred blazing rocks.
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. which case you'll be dead in a day.
Great.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Seems fair.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Right then.
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay. What are those huge rocks coming out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Fair enough.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Sounds like a soul gem. Right then, I'll go see about those berries, Den.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He spans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armour-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Heoden should have supplies.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first visit to the world of Eora, you may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. I will. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside Glanfathan ruins, Odema has assigned Kalisha to help you. Kalisha is a fighter, a class that excels in close combat defenses. Use her abilities to complement your own fighting abilities. To select a party member, click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press the number button that corresponds to the position in the party, starting with 1 at the left, 2 at the right, blah blah blah. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag the marquee over the circles of the party members you'd like to include. To move selected characters, click anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. Okay, yeah. All selected characters will path to their corresponding positions in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk to that part of the map. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's options, select only that character. Right then, I would like to... Most people you encounter this world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way, but others will have large conversations to explore. The merchant Heoden has conversation opens a store with equipment for sale. Your Caravana. Heoden. Caravana. Master. Caravana. Right. Let's not wander alone. Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as that merchant, Heoden. All kind of beasts in these woods. Oh, that's not what I
At
wanted.
once.
But fine. Ah! Heoden.
Anyone
not
need
you.
supplies? I've got sundries for sale. I'm here.
I'm coming, Hayden. You see a man wearing a simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles, covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you've got. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces. Super. Spa. Or items in a store's inventory. Merchants buy items from you at greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you may see it appear in the store's inventory with a much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories. Thank you. I have 100 CPs and apparently nothing. Right. I'm going to close you and open I, because I know some things in this. So I currently have a spear, one-handed average, interrupt, damage 13 to 18. Right. I wonder whether it actually allows me to compare.
Something else you need?
No, let's see what you've got. Come on. Equipped, yes. Okay, no. Oh, go away. So, greatsword pike. What is a pike like? Okay, so... oh, I see. Oh, one second. I can do that, yes. Pike. Yes, one second. Compare. Yes, okay. So, slow. Range 1.75 meters. Damage 14 to 20, 13 to 18 pierce damage. So, yes. Plus 5 accuracy, plus 1.8 weapon reach. So why are you saying green, base 11.6? Oh, so it might go up. I see. Pikes are easy long weapons in common use by soldiers and adventurers and driver. Powerful two-handed, yes, you see. Pike two-handed. I want a one-handed. If I'm going to go with anything, I want one-handed. But I don't know whether there'd be anything here that might be close to... so you're 12 to 17, base 11 to 16, base 11 to 16, yes, so speed average 0.5, yes, they're all exactly the same. So there's no sense in upgrading to a sword if we have something that's already quite close to it. What are we currently using? We are currently using a large shield, 16 minus 8 accuracy. Yeah, well, enchant. Okay. What armor do we have? We have padded armor, recovery speed, so DNR crush. There are 8 damage types and pillars. Tell me slash pillars. Oh, okay, so this has got a bit more varied defense. Okay, well, there's probably no sense in us buying anything crazy there, is there? You are rather expensive though. 150 and lockpick. Oh, I see. So we could buy a lockpick and then try and. Do we have a dagger? Okay, I think I should buy a dagger. I think it would be worth having something like that, just in case we need it, yes? Retrain character. Don't know what that means. Okay. Other lockpick. I might... so how much are you? 38. I'm not going to buy any lockpicks. In fact, I'm not even going to buy that. Screw it. I don't need anything. You're fine for now. Okay, so we are here and we need to
I'd be glad to. I'd be glad to.
Okay, so yeah, let's see what we can find along here, shall we? I know I'm going to have to fight something. That's usually the way it goes. Yes. Okay, so dead end. Yes. Okay, what have we got? What are you? Orlin's Cradle. What are you? Oh, wait, what else? Orlin's Cradle. Named by the Red Surin settlers who came upon the mushrooms of the forest. This thick fat fungus grows along the base of large trees. Okay, well, that's nothing interesting then. Alright then, so we've now explored this quarter of the map. I'll tell you what, we haven't gone too far. Let's okay, so we can't go that way. Fair enough. Let's go. Party AI is active, yes. Well, that's absolutely fine. Okay, let's head this way then. Yes. Exploration is the key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what parts of it you've already been to and what's left to explore. Thank you. I already know how to do that. That's fine. I've been doing that because I play Baldur's Gate. I know how some of these games work. Some of them. Hello.
I'll have your
Sparfell.
water soon enough.
Stream's
not going anywhere.
Great. Thanks.
I'm here.
So why do you have a... Okay. Oh, whatever. Okay, I'll head across the bridge in a moment. I'd rather... Do I have that whole yeah, I do. I have the bloody highlight everything button, which is lovely. Okay. Oh dear. He seems to have fallen over. The corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe smell wafts from it. Putrid waves. A dark, crusted... Hey, I haven't finished. Bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Let's have a look. I'll take that. I'll take all lockpicks. And that's all. Okay. Well, let us continue. Let's continue up. Rather than going over the bridge straight away, let's see if there's anything more up here. Which there does appear to be. Not what I'm looking for, however, naturally. Okay. What have we got here? Burned lady. Oh gosh. Lovely. It all
Let's
sounds
check
like
by
bees.
those outcroppings.
Oh gosh. Pillars of Eternity Combat uses a pausable real-time system. Because you'll often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, resume real play to see what the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing where certain conditions are met to start a combat. Lovely. Okay, me, yeah? So, I'm going to knock you down. I think you're just going to attack, yes?
Yes?
See how that plays out. Okay, one of the characters engaged melee. When characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. If they move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack from the enemies engaging them. Your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attack against them with melee weapons. Lovely.
Ha!
Okay, all characters in the game, friend or foe, form primary defenses against attacks. Deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, level items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the target defense, the attacker suffers a penalty to the roll and is more likely to result in a miss. If an accuracy above the targeted defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit. Lovely. Damage reduction. No, all attacks that do damage to overcome the target's damage reduction, DR. That do damage to... okay, yes. I have to overcome, okay. And the enemy's DR reduces the oncoming damage by a listed amount down to a minimum percentage. If you're having difficulty hunting an enemy, try switching to a weapon or attack that does a different damage type. Most enemies are strong against one or two damage types and weak against a similar number. Oof. You scored a crit! Yes! A crit is a better result than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that do damage will do more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have an increased duration on a crit. Grazes are worse than hits and suffer decreased damage and effect. Lovely. We get some wolf pelt. And
This is it.
you receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open it up and review your notes. Close. Mercenary, you look like you've seen your fair share of action. What do you do before you came out here? What did I do? I was a blade for hire. Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, sex may all open up options for your dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? I've never been much good at anything else, but I need to go where there's work that pays. Got a lot of debt to someone you don't want to be in debt to, have to pay it off somehow. Let's see, I don't have the most sparkling rotations at home. Here I'm anonymous. Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do, I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Khaleesi breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Redric's offer makes a girl think, I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? No, I'm just passing through. That's usually the case with the big city, just a little ways further up the same road. Where you heading? Wicked City, probably wander for a while, someplace I can make some money. Nowhere special, just putting as much time and distance between me and my old life as I possibly can. No, I'm going to continue on to the city and see where it takes me. Closest one is Defiance Bay, the capital, a few days out. Got its nice places, its not so nice places, same as any city. But the Duke, is a good man, as I hear it. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. A medal will give me an earful, let's be on our way. Why are you here? Sighs unevenly, her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some way back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. Haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixmitil. But I'll do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. Amida I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Alright, let's get back to camp. I don't want to push. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfel's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, and when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little bit. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get your water. Okay.
I'm here.
Yeah, that's fine. Party gained 170 experience. Aye, we're practically invincible. Invincible. Wait, I've gone too far. Whoopsie. Oh, it wasn't. He was in front of the bloody lamp, so. Okay. Suspicious. But you're still there. Right.
Still waiting on Sparfell, which means he's ignored me again. If I'd known he wanted to slow us down, I'd have just tied him to the back of the wagon and dragged him. I'm sorry, you want your water, you better go find him. He's got all the skins.
Shit, come on, let's go look for him.
That's quite cool. I love that they swear. Alright then, so we've tried up there. Across the bridge we go.
What a surprise. Sparkle went hunting. At least he left the water skins.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water, while Khaleesi waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You've gained an item, Quest. Full water skin added to stash. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there are strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves towards you with laboured breath.
Sparfel, are you all right?
Sparfell's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Dun dun dun.
Ambush!
Ambush! Uh-oh. Right, close. A moment's respite. Right, what are you? You're a hunter. And you're also a hunter. Okay. Let's see if we can't take on our opponents separately.
I'm here.
Okay, sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to penetration an enemy's defense reduction. When the enemy attack hits the DR, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take heed. Note the damage type that's being blocked and switch to a weapon or spell that does a different damage type. Okay, so what just happened? Can I make you larger? Oh, lovely, I can. Let's push it to here. Oh, we don't know yet. Alright, fine. Let's knock you down again, shall we? And I'll do the same, since this is my encounter.
Yes?
Lovely. Okay, beautiful. Slow
Come
mode
on, we have to
active.
get back to camp.
Not before I loot everything. Beautiful. Alright.
Yes?
I hear fighting. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go to the campsite. Ooh. Right, you can knock him down. And you can just go attack,
Yes.
I think, start just in case there's more. Let's get on the floor. Sit down. Lovely. Any items? No?
I'm here.
Oh, yes. Take all of that. What else we got? Oh, they're all dead. Why are they all dead? All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travellers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Calicia puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapour. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognise as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Irglathan. Disposition, reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favoured by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity, but if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favoured by their deity, and in order, respectively, for the main character only. Their dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance for priests and faith and conviction for paladins. Your words have no power here, Gandalf the Grey. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us. Okay, requirement not met. Might only a full tax a weak enemy while strong on your lives. Resolve. Go ahead, kill him now. Do it. Rush the man before he can react. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Glawen. Glawen told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Your surprising speed catches the man off guard. He hurls Helen out the way in hopes of buying himself time to defend your charge. End dialogue. Pause. Right, I am... Yes, I suppose I will go... Oh, hello, I've gained another guy. Right, what are you? Blinding Strike. Alright, let's blind you. Yes. Then you are going to knock him down. And you are going to knock you down. And we pause.
I'm here.
Yeah. Then in the meantime, you're going to help finish you off. And you are going to attempt to knock you down once more. Lovely. There we go. Now everyone just beats on the old guy. Lovely. Or the leader. Okay, so your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but the sky above you. Forgive us. Bleh. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping round the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents with an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin. Where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bow, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open, he looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Fireworks. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourselves up onto the ledge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who have been feigning death lunges for Heoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Throw your weapon at the attacker. Your aim is true. The hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden clambers up the base of the rock. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling edge. There is deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. When an attack scores a hit, it does standard damage and standard duration. A graze reduces damage and duration by 50%. A crit increases damage and duration by 50%.
Was that?
Well, crap.
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Okay.
What you need?
I'm here.
Have I leveled up? Strange illness. It would appear not. A lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble. No, so it's just that.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Windstorm. Of a kind they only get in Air Gladfan. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. Oh gosh, the Gladfathan word is Beorwick. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? What about everyone else in our caravan? Kalisha's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those be the hut dwellers. Odema warned you about. Look to be the fangs of Gladwen, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. Gladfen said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down the pasture beyond. Or there's looters in here with us, and that's not something we need right now. Let's get going. Let's head left. See where we end up.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Tab. No, we shouldn't. You discover some camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all of your character's abilities and health. Thought I heard a door. Easy difficulty allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Most have cheap rooms available. Lovely, thank you. Let's check that one as well. Lovely. I'm just going to do an inventory check because I want to see whether I'm holding anything better. So we've got a bow, so we could put that in our weapon sets of number 2, couldn't we? We've also lost. Do we have any arrows? You are a mace. Oh, cats are playing chase. So 13 to 18 crush damage. Alright, you'll do. We'll put you in our main hand for now. You are hammer and chisel, small shield, torch. Okay. Hide armor. Don't think it's better than what I've got. DR4, 5, no. What have you got? You are wearing leather armor. We've got one potion of minor regeneration, which I'm going to pop in my quick items. Okay, well, if we go crafting, food, we haven't got anything we can use. No, okay, close. What are you though? Surely we can, no we can't. Stash. So we've got water. Got a few things like that. Put that in the stash. Yeah. Leather armor. 6. Really? Compare. 4. Have you got... Are you only wearing padded armor? Oh, you're wearing scale armor. I'm wearing padded armor. Hell, put that in there then. That's better, isn't it? You have a torch. Let's give you a bow. Yeah, you never know. Now we've got 4. And let's pop you in stash, you in stash, you in stash, you in stash. What are you using? You have lots of daggers. Right, well let's put a dagger and a torch in your 2, shall we? And we'll leave the rest of that to there, shall we? Lovely. What have we got at crafting now? Known recipes. Nothing so far. Okay, so we've kind of upgraded. We've got weapons now, which is important, I think. Yes. Let's just continue. You can switch to new weapon sets by selecting the weapon icon from individual icons. What? Action bar. Okay, I see. That's fine. Yeah, we can do
I'm
that
here.
from here, can't we? Yes. Weapon sets. I see. Yes, lovely. Okay. One
I'm
second.
here.
Let us continue. So we're heading into a main passageway. Don't see any traps. Let's continue for now. Oh, hello. The trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobbly elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zaurip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and removes it, and it resumes its defensive position. It's okay, I won't hurt you. Zara recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its sphere. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, soft clicking, blah, blah, blah. Slowly back away. The Zaurip watches warily as you go. End dialogue. Okay, so does that mean we can pass it? Is there a quick save button? Function F5. Quick save. Oh yeah. Let's go further forward. Yep, I thought so. Okay, sorry. Me. Knock down. You. Attack. You. Blind the thing.
I'm here.
Pause. Okay. It didn't last very long. I didn't get any, like... Yeah, that's my point. I didn't get any experience for being good, so... Screw you.
I'm here.
Oh, wait. 1 second. Ooh. Bow. More lockpicky stuff.
I'm here.
Dead body. Oh, look at you. Hello. Ooh, journal. What's the journal? Tattered journal. This small folio is torn in several places and blood is soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Engwithian artifact. Fellow who had it said it was pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins, but if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth seeking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Cilliant Liz in the morning. Or Liz, I think it is. And then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. I don't. We might roll over some treasure at this rate.
Wait. Do you hear that?
What are you? Scolder Whelp. Great. Alright. Same dealio. You. You. You just welt on it.
Do you hear that?
Oh great, I'm dazed. Okay, is there anything I can do about this? Why did you daze me? And how do I get out? Okay, what does it mean by dazed?
Yes?
There we go. Beautiful, blinded. Me. Get him on the floor. Whoa, did he just explode? What do I do? Oh, crits are for 14 crush damage. Damn. Don't think we're getting any items out of him. Oh, an axe, lovely. Alright then.
Absolutely.
A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Push on the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Try something else. Use hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. You set to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts. But the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. Try something else. Push the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Push on it yourself. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents a physical and psychological wear and tear, with demanding activity on a character. It is most commonly received as an injury when a character is knocked out, but some scriptive interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Continue. Okay. Push on the wall. Send Kalisha. Kalisha puts all her might and the crap begins to spread. Finally, the ancient masonry gives way. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead. Okay. I am fatigued though, which makes me unhappy. Which means I'm not going to be very good in combat. So I'm actually going to send you two ahead for now.
How can I help?
Exactly. You are... No, I want to know what you actually are. You're not going to tell me. First level rogue. Beautiful.
Quiet.
Sneak, sneak.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
There we go. The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place to live lurking enemies and carefully conceal secrets. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily and search for hidden objects and like traps and secret doors. Okay, so we've got an annoying guy. Okay.
I'm here.
What you need?
Lovely. Okay, so. Scouting mode is both for the stealth and funny in order. While scouting, your character's interaction circles will start to fill with yellow when the character is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills yellow, we'll specific, and we move to investigate. Once it fills red, yep, okay. It's character's ability to find an object based on. Okay, so you moving towards the character, accelerate how quickly they'll detect you. Okay, so you, I was thinking, if we can, I'd like to do a sneak attack. Yeah, and you, it's time to just wail. Okay, so. Oh, did I get a sneak attack? I crit him, sneak attack. Oh yes, beautiful. Any? No. Right,
How can I help?
Back to sneaky mode, please, as you explore the rest of the room. Okay, so nothing here.
I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here. How can I help? Do you feel that?
I'm
There's
here.
a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
You think you found an exit?
How can I help?
I don't want to find an exit yet. I want
I'm
to find
here.
whatever treasure there is here.
How can I help?
Okay, so we've got some spear spiderling.
Yes?
Oh, wait. Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Never mind. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh. Right, that looks
Yes?
Found something.
oh gosh, they're all trapped. What? Okay. Oh, that hurt.
How can I help?
Okay, no, I'm healing up. Okay, lovely. What a wonderful time to get some experience. Beautiful. Are these trapped as well?
Worth a look.
Just gonna get myself some casual experience. Yeah, why not? Don't mind me. Let's
I'm
get
here.
You guys over here. Don't remember how I got through this. I think I found a switch for it before when I last played this. I have played a bit of this game before. Not loads.
I'm
of it.
here.
So what? You like a respite spot? Or whatever.
How can I help?
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
Well, yes. Duh. Okay.
I'm here. How can I help?
No? No trap? Oh, hello.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure
I'm
I
here.
saw it on one of the tiles.
How can
back
I help?
there.
Well, let's explore the room first. Let's not go get ahead of ourselves. Okay, so these things are everywhere. Okay.
I'm here.
Right. This mirror must be ancient, yet the colours are still bright and vivid. It shows a procession of Angwithians, yes, from all the Kith races, Azuma, Elf, Dwarven, human. They walk among the pillars similar to the ones span this chamber, each one topped with a flame, which means we need to light all of these pillars.
I'm here.
Okay, a symbol of interwoven rings is inscribed on this pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit, has no means. Use a torch. Flames kindle swiftly in the brazen, winding their way upwards. I don't know whether I've got... Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm here.
What you need?
I'm here.
Gosh, no. Quit it.
What you need?
Okay. You're still
How can I help?
scouting, no? Okay, let's continue. So we've done all of them. So am I supposed to continue? Tap. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, we've got a dead guy. Oh gosh, what are you? You are a lesser black orb. Wait, I saw immune to something. 1 second. Immune to blinded, dazed, something. Cool, we got ourselves a really awesome weapon.
Where'd that slime come from?
Mix into anything. Okay. A vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs around this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but he can't say what. Use your water skin, pull up the ooze. Lovely. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in place, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. Place the gem in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. What are you? Have you seen us? Yes. Yes, you have.
How can I help?
Okay. We need to get in. Yes, we do.
I'm here.
Okay, whatever.
I'm here.
Stand together!
Yeah, whatever. Let's get him. Let's get him, boys. Lovely. Okay, so. Grab our weird black ooze, yeah? Oh, we've already. Oh, 1 second. You go loot that.
What you need?
Go loot that, yes? Oh, look at all of this. What are you? Minor Cloak of Protection. Hell yeah. Okay, right then. Yeah? No. Minor Cloak of Protection, yeah? I'll put that there, yeah? For my, oh yeah, look at that. Look, play cloak. Yeah! Accessorize! Right then, more chisel. We've still got our journal. Hatchet. You've got some weird, awesome poleaxe, which is a two-handed weapon, and you've also got a spear, one-handed weapon. Wait, if we pop that on you and we go compare, yeah, 13 to 18. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Crush damage, pierce damage. You know what? You've already got a crush damage, right? Or slash. Okay. Whereas your hatchet is fast, 10 to 15. Let's pop you in there, yeah? So that we've got a little bit more of a base kind of thing going, yeah? Okay, let's close that. Oh, hello. Oh, time to stand. Now that will do.
I'm here.
Okay, so what happened with the old well, lost. Okay, yes. So was our reward whatever we got in here? What are you? Adra. An organic material, crystalline in structure but shell-like in substance. Adra can be found growing through the ground in veins in many parts of the aura. Easy to carve, manipulate. Its favourite of jewelers, semi-precious stone. It is often cut more intricate and beautiful than other gems. Okay, and we also got 2 amethyst. Ooze plasma. Congealed massive thick and opaque jelly. Yummy. Alright then, nothing else of interest. Really? So no fishes and oily, no treasures, no... Alright then, fine, whatever. Let's head back. That was interesting. We'll have a little scout again, shall we? Well, which have we... Oh, we've now officially done the entire thing. Never mind. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be worthwhile to rest. I am fatigued. Strange and minor fatigue. Oh, it's only minor fatigue.
I'm here.
Yeah, we're going to be fatigued. We're bloody adventurers. But yeah, we have explored all of this, I believe. Yes, besides whatever is up here. So let's all go here, and then you can continue a little further on. I'm fairly certain there's got to be something bad in here, right? Oh look, a spider. Okay, I really wouldn't mind a ranged character. No, I would not mind a ranged character. But I presume if I move on to a bow with you, you won't be able to actually
Yes?
We'll just knock you down, shall we? You can go attack, and you can go attack.
Yes?
Yeah. Get on the floor. Dead. Not really much of a challenge, really, are they? Tab. Anything interesting? Oh. Go investigate whatever that is, yeah? Bats as large as chickens are strung in the web. Oh, great, which means it's a giant spider. 1 second. I want to get bloodstone and a rapier. Oh, very nice. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, wait, there's more. Never mind.
How can I help?
Get over here. Yeah, you guys
Yes?
can go over there as well. Okay, anything? No. Alright, let's see. Helmet, lovely. And... oh, more stuff. Don't think you need to be scouting anymore.
Yes?
Alright, let's pop you
How
in
can I help?
scouting quickly
Yes?
and send everyone out. Intellect affects areas of effect and duration of abilities and the will of dual defense. It may also... okay. Actually, no, we're outside. We know we don't need to sneak now. There we go. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus. An ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins. Ominous and looming like a silent observer. Okay, yeah. I shall probably stop streaming after this then. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colourless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From a vantage point you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames a face, otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. It's Magneto. Excuse me. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen. And he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Oh. Wow, that's quite blinding. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls are lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they're all questions, pressing questions, troubled questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with thick grey beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking toward him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Oh, did it kill them both? Gosh, you awaken to find your melees has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, and when you turn to look, you see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Hayden and Kalisha lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Your character has earned enough experience to advance a level. Click the icon on the portrait level to level them up. Let's dump a few things in here first, shall we? Torch. Keep a torch on us. Put the lockpick there. Okay, we can only carry 5. Great. We've already got a bow. Don't really care for a spear or blah or blah or blah. And crossbow can go too. There we go. Close. And we'll also take whatever you took. Lovely. We'll leave it at that for now. Okay. Plus. Level up. Yes. Skills allow your character to perform specialized actions like scouting, detecting traps, picking locks, or reading scrolls. They can also be used to overcome obstacles in conversations and scripted interactions. Skills will advance as your characters gain level. But items and other bonuses can also increase its skills. Right, so I don't care about stealth really. Athletics? Yes, well... survival? Damage reduction. I do like the idea of damage reduction, but then I'm also kind of... Points left 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3... 1... Yeah, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, we'll do that next. Actually, wait, previous. We could push up one of these. Points left 1. Unused points of current on this level. We'll keep them. We'll keep them. Yeah? Bonus knockdown. Grants if I had additional use of knockdown per encounter. Modifiers knockdown uses +1. Or rapid recovery. It raises a constant recovery. I only really need... I'll do that for now. Yeah, done. Right then, I've leveled up. Boom. What a perfect opportunity. After leveling up a character, you may want to review your statistics. Open up the character sheet to see skills, attributes, skills, abilities, talents in greater detail. Level 2 fighter. Oh yeah. Alright then, I think this will be the perfect time for me to stop. Right, I'm just going to delete some of the older saves I had from an older character. I'm going to save over you, yes? Okay, and I'm actually and I'm also going to make a quick save just for the sake of it, so we should now have 2 quick save and standard. Lovely. Right. I will, at this point, will say goodbye to you all. No one. That's fine, I don't care. And I will see you the next time I decide to stream. Goodbye.